opening riff to Soul Man. We're going to use a cool little riff here that we're going to playing on the G and high E string. So we're going to use some hybrid picking. We'll pick our notes on the G string with our pick, and then we'll use our middle finger to pluck the notes on the high E. That way we don't hit that B string and it doesn't sound. So what you'll do is you'll go ahead and fret those two notes. We're not going to play them at the same time exactly, especially at first. But we're going to use our third finger for the notes on the G string, and let's say our second finger on notes on the G string, and our third finger for notes on the high E. Alright, so we'll go ahead and form that. We know how we're picking it. So once you got that, hit the first note, slide up to the 7th fret, and then hit that high E note. This is the first 3 notes, first measure. Now, the note leading into this second measure, so the second phrase, so we'll pick that 7th fret note on the G, we'll pick the note on the high E, and then slide it down. We're not going to, when we're sliding, we're not going to pick those notes again. See what I'm saying? So that's the tail end of the first measure, and then the first 2 notes in the second measure. And that will finish the measure. Now, in the third measure, we're still maintaining that same fingering. We're going to pick that 5th fret again on the G, slide it all the way up to the 10th fret. Then we'll slide it up to the 12th fret. And then slide up to the 14th. So let me play this entire riff for you slowly. Probably the confusing part is to figure out what you pick and what you don't pick, and but mostly if you see those slides in there, when it comes into the slides, that's the parts that you're probably going to have a little where you want to pay close attention. So again, to recap, 5th fret of the G, we're going to use our second finger. We're going to go ahead and we're not going to play that 5th fret of the high E yet, but we're going to go ahead and get our finger there. So pluck the first note, slide up to the 7th fret, then play that high E. Main thing is to keep those fingers in place. They're kind of locked in and you're just sliding around. And you know, if you don't play exactly, as far as if you add a few extra pick notes in there, I don't think it's gonna really affect the sound of it. But the thing is, what gives it that unique sound is those two different sounding notes sliding around. You can completely finger pick it if you want, and just like I've kind of been doing the last couple of times, just curl it up in your first finger. And that is So Man, the opening riff, and that riff will come back later in the song. Obviously, mainly during the chorus, something quite similar. We'll be playing something similar to that, but that is very unique, and it helps identify that song right away when you hear that lick. So it's a very important lick, not terribly hard to play, and anytime you pull that out and start playing it, everybody's going to immediately know what it is. But lots of practice. I noticed there in that fourth measure they have hammer on from that 10th to the 12th fret. If you want to play it like that, I would hammer on from the first finger to the 12th fret. So let's look at really close to that fourth fret, or fourth measure, excuse me. First finger. Well, when we hammer on that second, or excuse me, when we hammer on the 12th fret from the 10th fret, we'll hit that 12th fret on the high E. We'll hit the 12th fret on the G again. Hit the 12th fret on the high E, and then slide up. And that would be exactly how it's tabbed out there for you. So Man, go ahead and get working on it and see what you can do with it.